Tuesday night Central State 8 boys basketball action as Southeast makes the trip up I-55 to face the Railers. Early on in the contest, Lincoln was doing Lincoln things. First a turnover on defense, then senior Gabe Smith takes the ball to the hole for the first points of the contest. The Railers' last game was a hard-fought win over Sacred Heart Griffin, and Coach Alexander was concerned that his team might have a little letdown facing winless Southeast after last Saturday's win over SHG, and it looked like his worries may have been valid. Here, Lincoln's next trip down the floor results in an unforced turnover. Then it's Lincoln looking to drive but turning it over again. Then on the other end, Southeast misses a shot and gets not one, not two, but 3 offensive rebounds on this possession. Coach Al quickly calls a timeout. I can't read lips, but I don't think he's asking his team if they've started their Christmas shopping yet. After the timeout, the Railers still looking a little out of sync. Here an errant pass goes out of bounds and it's Southeast ball. The Spartans led early, but Lincoln finally starts to wake up. Here it's Carson Komnick with a three-pointer to regain the lead for the Railers. Then later in the quarter, this play could be highly significant and impact the Railers' season. Carson Komnick was Lincoln's leading scorer entering this game with 16 points per contest. He gets the ball and tries to drive the baseline. He gets the shot off, but is called for the offensive foul. And in landing, the 6'3" junior appears to come down on the area of his right forearm and wrist. He left the game and did not return. At the time of this report, there had been no announcement on the extent of the injury, as Komnick is still being evaluated. We certainly hope for the best for him. In the meantime, the Railers still had to soldier on as they had a game to play. Here it's Brady Miller trying to pick up some of the scoring slack as he hits a three-pointer. Then, just before the end of the first quarter, it's Smith again as he slices his way in for a layup to give Lincoln a 12-10 lead. What's the saying these days when a team suffers an injury? Next man up. Here, the next man up is Blake Horn. He had a nice game for Lincoln. Here he hits the short jumper as he's fouled on the play. With Komnick out for the game, Lincoln needed someone to step up and be an outside presence for the Railers. Bryce Volakovich says, I can do that. He hits the three-pointer to extend the Railer advantage. Lincoln outscored Southeast 19-8 in the second period to take a 31-18 halftime lead. Then after intermission, it's Brady Miller hitting the three-ball for Lincoln. The Railers pushed the lead to 13 in the fourth quarter and win 47-34 to stay unbeaten in the Central State 8 heading into this weekend.
We played hard, but we didn't play very smart. And, they come at us. They were quick. They beat us to loose balls. They beat us out on the rebounds. I mean, we didn't touch anybody. And if we don't block somebody out, we're not going to jump over anybody, or the ball's not going to get to us to be able to pick it up. So, again, there's a lot of things. I was worried about this game coming off the performance Saturday night, but we got a lot of work to do. If you remember, last year Jacksonville tripped us up. We were in the same boat we were 2-0 a year ago, and Jacksonville came in here, and I think they're as good, if not better, than what they were a year ago. So, we've got to be able to go over there and play, and it's a nice place to play. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully, we do need help. We need our fans to travel to Jacksonville Friday night and give us a helping hand, and hopefully we can basically get an upset.